I'm turning everybody on. What up? What's happening? What's gooder? Trying to get everybody right. Get everybody tight. What up? Got all my cameras working. Got all my cameras working. What up, y'all? So if I can say this up right, good afternoon to you too, Miss Tears. Lorraine Amanda, let me see. What's up? We got. What's good? How's everybody doing? Shawana, Lynn, Shalom. What's going on? What's good? What's going on? What's good? Got all my people up here. What's up, beautiful people? Look, look. We over here kicking it. Because y'all know one of the things I love talking about, relationships because it's my goal to get y'all booed up. It's my goal to get y'all booed up, get you your happily ever after. Because again, we can't have all that fine just be confined, to you. So the question of the afternoon is this: would you date you? Would you put a ring on you? That's the question of the day. Would you date you? Would you put a ring on you? Would you want to spend eternity with you? So y'all play along with me. I'm going to ask you some questions, okay? I'm going to ask you some questions, and I'm trusting you to answer this thing honestly. Oh, also, too, we're doing a BOGO, buy one, get one free for the Super Stomach Shredder membership today. So make sure you go to KenyaCrooksNetwork.com. Get Soup Stomach Shredder membership, or you can just text me up because we talk like that. Or you can text me up 864. Somebody put my number up for me. You can text me up 864-710-1520 hashtag BOGO. Also, I'm going to sweeten it up too because if you order within the hour, I'm going to let you have my download Wave Bye to the Pooch for free. Also, so you get two free things. Buy one, get one free, and you getting the Wave Bye to the Pooch. So I'm just saying. So let me ask you some questions. Y'all ready? You ready? And again, text me 864-710-1520 hashtag BOGO. Number one question. Okay, let me ask you this. What do you bring to the table? What do you bring to the table? Hey, Princess Jasmine. Hey, Melissa. What do you bring to the table? What do you have to offer? And if you're available to come on and talk, come on with me and I'll bring you on. Hey, Eddie Sean. So if you're available to talk or if you want to come on, I'll bring you on and I can ask you questions too, face to face. What do you have to offer? What do you bring to the table, beautiful people? And thank you for posting up my number. I'll pin it. Thank you, hon. Let me see you put a pin right there. Okay. Thank you, hon. What do you bring to the table? Because a lot of times folks will want, folks that have a list as long as and as thick as my notebook. That he got to be this tall. He got to work here. He got to make X amount. But you don't make X amount. You don't work here. You don't do this. You don't do that. But you want people, who do things that you ain't doing or making the side. Let me see. What do you bring? Let me read. Knowledge, loyalty, love, commitment. That's good. Honesty, loyalty. Actually says honesty, loyalty, dependable, understanding. Okay. You compromise. Okay, let me see. Strength, compassion. Let's see. Strength, knowledge, and business. Let me see. Partnership. That's good. Let me see. All of me, Sharonda says. Okay. Now let me ask you second question. Let me ask you second question. Second question. Okay. Now, how would you describe you? And I want you to describe this honestly now. How would you describe you? If somebody walked up to you and said, you know what? I want to know more about you. How would you describe you if somebody were to ask you? Brazil in the house, what's happening, baby? How would you describe you? What picture would you paint of yourself if you were describing you? Let me see. Bruised but not broken, reliable, okay, transparent. But necessarily, I don't know. You got to work on that. Because if you can't describe you, somebody else will. Let me see. Okay, you're a team player. Good. Trusting, dependable. Okay. Down to earth and happy. Funny, crazy, loyal. We got loving and compassionate. Good. Okay. Now, wait. Now, let me ask you this. Question three. This is important. Now, how would others describe you? The people that you've known for a minute, the people who spend the most time with you, how would they describe you? How would they describe you? So if I would like ask a friend of Chantel's and be like, shoot, describe Chantel for me. What would they say? What would they say? Got compassionate, loving, faithful, and funny. Okay, good. Funny and friendly. You spend too much money. Let's see, caring. Okay, caring, a mother figure. Okay. Caring. Okay. You dominate. That's why I love you. Sharita Carter, down 115 pounds on this program. We got, let me see, blunt, opinionated. Okay. Loyal, compassionate, loyal, sweet, kind, hardworking, sweet person. Ashley says, giving. Forgiving to a fault. Ashley, don't you let people take advantage of your goodness. Don't you let them do that to you, because anytime you put it to a fault, then that means you have a tendency to forgive and let people try you more than they should. Because again, people need to earn you, especially if you're already loyal, because people try to take advantage of your loyalty and your compassionate nature. Okay, let me ask you this. Number 4. Okay. Now, let's switch gears. Last relationship. Okay, last relationship. Because we talking today's subject for people who coming up in here. We're talking about, would you date or would you marry you? Would you? Okay. Now let me ask you this. Now, your past relationship. Think about your past relationships. We're switching gears. Think about your past relationships. Question. Why has your past relationship failed? Be honest. Your past relationships. Think about all your past relationships, or your last 2 or your last 3. Why did your last relationship or relationships fail? Okay. Lorraine says adultery. Okay. Lorraine, was it you or him? I'm being nosy. Let me see. Princess Jasmine says, my mouth. Yeah, that mouth will cancel you out quickly. You got to be careful about that. You know what? If somebody I saw on somebody's page, somebody posted something to the effect of, I don't know if y'all saw it or not, but somebody posted something to the effect of, I don't listen. And it's something to the effect of, I don't listen to nobody and I say whatever I want to. And I was like, yeah, and that's why you're single. I don't know if anybody male or female, who can just brag about not listening and just saying anything you want to without there not being any repercussions, such as not wanting to be around you and things of that nature. Because that ain't real life. I don't care how fine you are, you just can't say anything you want to and not take other people into consideration. Because again, there's too many folks out there that don't do all of that craziness. Let me see. Verbally abusive. Okay. Okay, your subconscious ability to trust. Okay, I'm not sure they want me until they have me. Oh, okay. And they want you until they have you. Then when they leave, okay, and make the wrong decision, they come back. Please don't let them come back, Ash. No, don't let them come back. Lack of consistency. Insecurities. Okay. Them. Okay, now you got to tell me something about you. Because anytime you point the finger at them, I need to know about your stuff too. Let's see. You don't have a filter. You got to have a filter back. Because ain't nobody going to deal with that. I'm telling you. You can cancel yourself out by just... And we've made it popular. Like, it's a cool thing to just, shoot your mouth off. Oh, she speak her mind. Oh, but she's by herself. Again, you live in a world where people ain't got to deal with you like that. And people don't deal with folks like that. So you got to be real, real careful. You got to be more thoughtful than just saying the first thing. Because again, you can lose somebody that's actually down for you just because, it's more important for you to say what you want to say the way you want to say it versus being thoughtful. You see what I'm saying? So that's important. Let me see. My last relationship was due to abuse, but the other ones were me giving more and them not knowing how I need to be loved. And that's the other piece of it too. That's good, Sarita. That's the other piece of it too. Sometimes, and here's the thing with us, and I'll speak on my behalf. Sometimes we don't know how to love you. Musiq Soulchild had a song that was called Teach Me How to Love. And that song was brilliant because he's like, shoot, I don't know how to love you. Because everybody has their love language. Some people's love languages, let me hold your hand, let me kiss you, let me take care of you, let me pay these bills, and that's how I'm going to show you. When in all actuality, your love, what you might need might be a little bit different. You see what I'm saying? So that's why the communication piece is so important in terms of saying, okay, this is what I need. This is what I expect. If you can give it to me, cool. If you can't, cool too. I just need to find somebody who can give this to me if we're going to move forward. Let me read. Let me see. He was emotionally unavailable and I was insecure. That's a bad combination. Okay, he was emotionally unavailable. He wasn't even around here. He looking at you like, yeah, okay. And then you were insecure. Okay. Now, let me give you something good, Tarentia. Find somebody who's going to bring out the best in you. So it's kind of like if you're insecure, find somebody who will make you secure and make you feel like, you ain't got to worry about something. You see what I'm saying? Because here's the deal. A real dude kind of knows how to do that, especially if you verbalize, well, I'm kind of insecure in certain areas. So if you could help me to build me, and we don't ask for what we want either. We gotta get better at asking for what we want. When we were kids, we would ask, can I go to the store? Can I spend the night at such and such house? Can I go here? Can I go there? But as adults, we don't ask for stuff. You see what I'm saying? So we got to start asking. Let me see. Okay. Let me see. Let me see. Let me read some stuff. But yeah, start asking for what you want. But also, let me say this too. It also goes back to you knowing what you want. Because if you don't know what you want, and he don't know what you want. And nobody knows what the expectations are, man, y'all in trouble. So it's on you to know what you want. What do you value? What's important to you? What's like your top 2 or 3 things that's important? And then find somebody, who can fulfill those needs. But again, if you don't know what you want and he don't know how to provide what you don't know what you want, everybody's gonna just go around in circles, being frustrated. And let me also say this too: as you get older, you can't be wasting time like you did, when you were in your 20s and 30s. When you was in your 20s and 30s, you could, waste 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 months, 1 year on a relationship that you wasn't sure of. Shoot, get to be over 40. Dating a little bit different. So you asking, you looking for the signs and the red flags quickly, because you like, I ain't got no time to be wasted. I'm just saying. Okay, let me see. Follow-up question. Okay, this is the follow-up question. From your past relationships, how have you grown from your past relationships? How have you grown? How have you grown? How have you changed? I'm reading Ashley's. Ashley said, I asked for what I want. They act as if they can't deliver that. Then, when expected, let me see, that's when they leave. Okay. That's also when they say, I'm difficult or asking for too much. Okay. Well, you got to find somebody who can, fulfill you. Because if they're saying you're asking too much, okay, you gotta ask yourself. You gotta ask the question: am I asking too much, or are you asking too much too soon? Because you can't run people away. You can run men away if you ask for stuff too soon. You see what I'm saying? Especially if you're not sure where you are, and then you asking questions such as, "Okay, what are we gonna do now?" But nobody has said any, boundaries or guidelines, and nobody knows. And then you start asking, marriage relationship questions. See, we hear this marriage. What are we doing? We're in month 2, and now you're asking them questions. Then folks start to get tense, and it kind of messes up stuff, because sometimes you can ask the right questions at the wrong time. So maybe you gotta ask yourself, am I going too fast? Am I pacing myself at the right rate? I'm just saying, to where everybody's comfortable, versus doing what we do. We want to rush it because we've had bad relationships. So you kind of want to speed it along and be like, so what we doing? And then do like, sure, we in month 2. We're in month 3. But you want to know if we get married tomorrow. What? Never mind. So you got to be careful. Pace yourself. Let me read. Eddie Sean says, I know what I'm going to tolerate and not tolerate. Good. Sharonda says, I'm still dealing with it. I'm building my credit and learning to be alone. Okay. Well, alone with 4 children. Let me see. Cassandra says, have more respect for myself and listen to my intuition. I also value my worth. Okay. And what I bring to the table, keeping my morals and self-respect intact. Good stuff. Let me see. I have a hard time asking for help because I don't believe they will do it. I'm the same way with God. Okay. There's a problem. One of my favorite verses goes like this: ye have not because ye ask not. I love that verse. Ye have not because ye ask not. So you don't have it because you ain't asking for it. That's a strong verse. And it's true. Because if you have kids out there, how many times, and y'all know y'all kids, how How many of y'all, just by show of hands or amens, how many of y'all know y'all kids like that? Or even if you have a husband or a boyfriend or whatever, or if you're a dude, you got a wife. How many of y'all know y'all people? Like you know your people. Say me, coach. If you know your people. Hey, Jillian. If you know the people in your life, like you know your mama. You know what she gonna say. You know what she gonna do in certain situations. You know how your daddy act when okay. Everybody knows their people. That's kind of like if you like when I was a kid, and I would tell my mama, "Hey, can I spend the night over here?" And she'd be like, "Well, you better go ask your daddy." Now I knew that she was gonna beat me to the punch and be like, "Hey, get ready, heads up. Can you go ask? Can he spend the night over here?" So I wouldn't know that though. I would think that she would go and do it, but I wasn't quite for sure. So I'm like, well, maybe she is, maybe she won't, maybe she will, maybe not, whatever. So I'll be, me and my dad to be on the couch. I'm over here waiting for the right time to ask, can I spend the night? He looking at me like he knows some stuff, but I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing because at this point I feel like he already know what I'm gonna ask. Shoot, now I became uncomfortable because now I'm a little accused off. I was gonna ask during the next commercial, but he's looking at me kind of funny, so now I'm all thrown out. So I don't ask. When, in all actuality, had I asked, I probably would have been able to spend the night. But because I didn't open my mouth, because I didn't ask, I wasn't able to spend the night, knowing that he already knew that I wanted to. But he was waiting for me to ask for permission. And that's how some of y'all are, with God. It's kind of like God to be like, okay, I know what you want. I know what you need. I know what you desire. I'm waiting on you to ask me. What you got for me? I'm waiting on you. Look at just like that. I'm waiting on you. But you never open your mouth. And you never ask for what you want. You never ask for what you want. And that's including relationships. Also, it bothers you when he stays out late, but you don't say nothing. It bothers you when he says something about your weight. It bothers you, but you don't say nothing. You don't say stuff like, it really hurts my feelings when you call me this. Hurts my feelings. You don't say nothing. So it's time for you to start asking for what you want and start opening your mouth. And if somebody hurts you, let them know. If you need something. Because again, we have a lot of people who suffer in silence. You got 3-4 kids, but you won't ask nobody to watch your kids. So you can go out and have a little fun, de-stress a little bit. You won't ask for no money. You won't ask for somebody to watch them. Because in your mind, I created this mess. So shoot, I'm going to handle it. Meanwhile, you're dying on the inside because your blood pressure all jacked up. Your nerves all bad. All because you can't ask for help. All because you can't open your mouth. When everybody around you knows, you got to be struggling. But that pride kills you. So leave that pride alone, because for some of y'all, that pride is killing you in more ways than one. It's killing you, and you don't even realize it. Don't even realize it. Now, let me ask you this. Last question, I'll leave you alone. At this stage of the game right now, where you are with yourself right now, going through what you've gone through, and you give me a yes or no. Just give me a firm yes or no. At this stage of the game, you being the way you are right now, would you marry you? Would you date you right now? Yes or no? Yes or no? Let me see. Let me read. It's also how you ask for what you want too, right? Yes, that's a true story. Look, Cassandra, that's a true story, ma'am. Look, yes. My wife, for instance, she knows how to get stuff from me because she knows how to get to me. She knows how to get yeses from me versus no. If she like, why don't you ever go here, go there with me and do this with me and do that with me? Da 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 da. All I'm gonna hear is rah 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 rah. Now keep in mind, whenever you want something, I'm a psychology major. Whenever you want something, as the old folks would say, you get more with honey than you do vinegar, and that's a true story. Okay, so it's like with me. Okay, I'm a big man. I'm 6'3", 265. I'm a real big man. Okay, so she knows how to make me feel even bigger. So she'll be like, if she want to do something, she'll be like, well, we're having something over here, and the family loves when you come around, and you're such the life of the party, and my mama really misses you too. She asks about you all the time. Even before she can ask, I volunteer. I'm like, shoot, I'll be over there this afternoon. What time it start? Because she made me feel big. Okay, she understood how to make me feel big. But if you're constantly complaining at me, and you telling me what you want, because again, I was in a relationship before where I honestly, and this lady was my fiance at one point, we had a discussion, an argument. And essentially, she was like, well, I always do this, that, and the other, and what about me? And see, when I do this, and then when, and then I was like this. I promise you, I was just like this. But I was this, and this is what I really need. Let me tell you what I really need. I need this, that, and other, and I really need for you to do this, and da 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 da. She was like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm counting all of the times you said I, because that's the only person you're worried about. See the difference? My wife, who has my last name in a huge ring, she got that ring because she knew how to make me big and feel bigger. She made me feel like a man. She made me feel like an even bigger man. And she made me feel like I was needed and I was necessary. Okay? That's why she got the ring. That's why she got the last name. Okay? Versus the other one who would always rah, 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 rah. It's all about, always remember, it's all about the outcome. If you want something, it's all about the final result. Did you get what you want? Or were you satisfied with just getting stuff up off your chest, saying the first thing that came to your mind, feeling like you're big and bad because you have no filter? And I guess I told him. What was the result? It's all about the result, y'all. It's all about the result. Learn how to talk to people. Learn, and this ain't even relationship. This is like life, period. Learn how to talk to people. Learn how to make people feel bigger than you. And if they're into reciprocity, they'll return the favor to you. Have you ever just talked to somebody who you made feel big and larger than life, and they did the same thing? They made you feel good. It's like, dang, you looking good today. Then, the thing, look, and then the following thing was said, dang, you look good too. You look good too. You killing it too. Now everybody walks away happy versus doing what most people do, not getting your way, saying the first thing that comes to your mind. You end up with nothing. And now feelings are hurt. And you didn't get what you want. It's all about how you talk to people. Learn how to talk to people. Learn how to get the best out of people. And then I promise you, you'll get everything you want out of life when you learn how to talk to people. When you learn how to make people feel. because there's a famous line that goes like this, and I'm paraphrasing. People won't remember what you said, but they'll always remember how you made them feel. And if I'm lying, I'll give you a great case in point. A lot of y'all are mad at people, and you can't. And let me ask you this: if I'm telling the truth, a lot of y'all will be mad at people because you're old right now. You'll be mad at people from 10, 15, 20 years ago, and you probably don't even remember why. There's always that one person. There's that one person in your life right now that when you run across them, they make you draw up, they make you mad, they make you angry, and you don't know why. Because again, we old now, we're getting older. You don't know why, but you remember that, but that feeling comes over you. But again, you don't know why. Again, it ain't about what you say. It's about how you make people feel. Because again, I'm not going to always remember what you did to me. But once that feeling come over me, I'm going to remember it was something. I might not know exactly what it was, but I know it's something. You know what I mean? So let me read. Latasha says it's hard for me to forgive. Well, you're going to have to. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you're going to need some grace too. and for my people who struggle with forgiving people, can't forgive people, then how you going to expect God to forgive you? I mean, let's pull that curtain back now. Pull that curtain back. Think of the top 3 to 5 things that you've done that you've asked forgiveness for. You ain't got to put what it is, but just think about it. You asked for grace. You asked for forgiveness. So how you ain't gonna give it to that person who may have cheated on you? I'm not saying be with that person, but you can forgive people. You know, you can forgive, but that don't necessarily mean you have to wipe your mind clean. But you can forgive people. Go ahead and move along with your life. Because again, there's nothing worse. Let me give you something good. There's nothing worse than to be holding on to something or somebody and they ain't think about you like that no more. Like for real. I used to have this chick I was dealing with probably, I want to say about 20 years ago. And I would always be like, oh, well, I'm going to show her. I'm going to show her. She should have been with me. She done went on with her little life. She got married, had kids, and I was over there. Yeah, and I'm going to show her. And I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. And I'm going to prove to her. And I'm going to. Again, she done moved on with her life. And you still holding on to something that if you're not careful, it starts off as being this happened yesterday. Then it becomes, okay, this happened 5 to 10 years ago, but it still feels like yesterday. And then next thing you know, it's 15, 20 years. And you're like, dang, that wasn't yesterday. And now you done wasted your life trying to prove something to somebody who ain't even thinking about you no more. That's why it's so important that you forgive people and just, as the old people would say, just let it alone. Just let it alone. Just because again, you know, people will wrong you, but at the end of the day, you got to let it go. You got to release it, and you got to move forward because you don't want people and old memories to constantly hold you hostage. Because if they're holding you hostage, you can't move forward because you're confined. But you're confined by your mind. So stop. Learn to forgive people. And again, if you have to forgive people and leave them alone, forgive them and leave them alone. But again, don't be walking around carrying all that mess on your life because all you're going to do is just take it on over to the next relationship. Take it out, you know, and then make somebody else pay for stuff that they didn't even do because you never forgave that last relationship. You never forgave that last situation. See what I'm saying? So that's why it's so important to forgive people and just let it ride. Because again, you're going to need some grace. I promise you, you're going to need some some grace. You're going to need some forgiveness. You're going to be asking for it. So again, that same grace and mercy that was given to you, give it to somebody else too. I'm just saying. So that's what's up. So let me break up out of here, but I love y'all. Thank y'all for hanging with me. Let me see. Melissa says, I need to hear that. Yeah. Look, I just like to remind you sometimes that you're bigger than your past. You're bigger than your past. There's a reason why your windshield is bigger than your rear view mirror. That's a true story. There's a reason why your windshield is bigger than your rear view mirror. Because that should be a firm lesson and a firm indication that you don't need to be spending a whole bunch of time looking back there. It's what's here that you can affect. It's what's right here. That's the stuff you can change. All that stuff back there, you can't change. And if I'm driving and I'm constantly looking to see what's back there, or even if I'm driving and I'm turning my head, I'm going to eventually crash. Let me drive like this. Keep looking backwards and drive. And watch how you damage your ride. Watch how you damage your ride. Watch how many times you crash in life because you too busy peeking back there when you supposed to be looking right up. This is where it's at. So that's what's up. So love y'all. I'm up out of here. But yeah, make sure you get my BOGO. Buy one, get one free. Deal of the day. Buy one, get one free. Super stomach shredder at Kenya'CrooksNetwork.com. Or you can text me with hashtag BOGO at 864-710-1520, and I'll personally send you the link. Also, too, if you text me at 864-710-1520, text me your name, and I'll leave you a message, a text message with a voice message on it. Because again, I love when y'all text me up and all that other good stuff, and I love hearing from you. So I love leaving little personalized messages for you because I love you. I love you. So hit me up. But y'all be good. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Dominate Wednesday the way we dominate Wednesday and all that other good stuff. But y'all be good. I'm up out of here. I'm turning everybody on.